Except for Jesus, I'm living in sin. The devil is hoping I fall off again. I sense the envy with some of my friends, but they praying I won't win. But God told me that people will hate. You need to leave Satan, return to the faith. Return to the Father and cut off the snakes. They want me to fall, but I won't break. I deleted my rap playlist cause the music was ungodly. Putting the word into these songs like no, they always got me. I only fear God, so I do not care if you dox me. Yeshua on my team, why do you think that you can stop me? Ooh, 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 God is coming back. Hey, before he call me home. Hey, I praise him in these songs. Hey, nowadays they say wrong is right and tell me right is wrong. You can turn from sin, God is calling, we pick up the phone. Hey, God is coming back. Hey, before he call me home. Hey, I praise him in these songs. Hey, nowadays they say wrong is right and tell me right is wrong. You can turn from sin, God is calling, we pick up the phone. You can repent now. You can take yourself back from the world, but I know how to get down. The devil influence the boys and girls, trying to normalize evilness. So it's the normal naked older. They took God out of school, and the world has gotten colder. But I'm in the church too. It's our job to call our sin. It's our job to spread the word. We cannot let evil win. God spits out the lukewarm Christians. You're either out or you win. I'm trying to give you the truth before our next life begins. Yeah, yeah. Whoa, God is coming back. Hey, before he call me home. Hey, I praise him in these songs. Hey, nowadays they say wrong is right and tell me right is wrong. You can turn from sin, God is calling, we pick up the phone. Hey, God is coming back. Hey, before he call me home. Hey, I praise him in these songs. Hey, nowadays they say wrong is right and tell me right is wrong. You can turn from sin, God is calling, we pick up the phone.
What about? There we go. All right. Reason why I have not. reason I have. reason I have not been streaming is because um I have been sick. The last couple of probably say last week or so. I had a throat infection. I was throwing up a lot, but feeling better now. I still have the cough, but it's not that bad like how it was before. But I did thought about doing pre-recording streams for my Bible stream, but I was like, nah, let's just keep it only on reading the Bible on stream. I just decided to keep it like that. And today is Palm Sunday. Even though I have like tremors in the hands really bad, I made me and my wife one from our palm tree that we have in our yard. Uh, let's get into this. Chapter 32. Give ear, O ye heaven, then I will speak, and hear, O earth. The word of my mouth, my doctrine shall drop as the rain, my speech shall distill as the dew, as the small rain upon the tender herb, as the showers upon the grass. Because I will publish the name of the Lord, ascribe ye greatness unto our God. He is the rock, his work is perfect, for all his ways are judgment. A God of truth, and with our integrity, just and right is he. They have corrupted themselves. Their spot is not the spot of his children. They are a perverse and crooked generation. Do ye thus fight the Lord, O foolish people and unwise? Is not he thy father that hath bought thee? Has he not made thee and established thee? Remember the days of consider the year. of many generations ask thy father, and he will shew thee thy elders, and they will tell thee. When the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. For the Lord possession is his people, Jacob is the lot of his inheritance. He found him in a desert land, in the waste howling wilderness. He led him about, he instructed him, he kept him as the apple of his eye. As an eagle stares up her nest, fluttereth over her young, spreadeth abroad her wings, taketh them, beareth them on her wings. So the Lord alone did lead him, and there was no strange God with him. He made him ride on the high places of the earth, that he might eat the increase of the field, and he made him to suck honey out of the rock, and oil out of the flinty rock, butter of kine, and milk of sheep, with fat and lambs, and rams of the breed of Bashan, and goats with the fat of kidneys of wheat, and thou didst drink the pure blood of the grape. But Jeshurun waxed fat and kicked, thou art waxen fat, thou art grown thick, thou art covered with fatness. Then he forsook God which made him, and lightly esteemed the rock of his salvation. They provoked him to jealousy with strange gods, with abomination provoked they him to anger. They sacrifice unto devils, not to gods whom they knew not to new gods that came newly up, whom your fathers fear not. Of the rock that begat thee, thou art unmindful, and hast forgotten God that formed thee. And when the Lord saw it, he abhorred them because of the provoking of his sons and of his daughters. And he said, I will hide my face from them. I will see what what their end shall be, for they are a very froward generation, children in whom is no faith. They have moved me to jealousy with that which is not God. They have provoked me to anger with their vanities, and I will move them to jealousy with those which are not a people. I will provoke them to anger with foolish nation, for a fire is kindled in mine anger, and shall burn unto the lowest hell, and shall consume the earth with her increase, set on fire the foundations of the mountains. I will heap mischief upon them, I will spend mine arrows upon them. They shall be burnt with hunger and devoured with burning heat, and with bitter destruction I will also send the teeth of beasts upon them, with the poison of serpents of the dust. The sword without and terror within shall destroy both the young man and the virgin, and the suckling also with the man of gray hairs. I said, I would scatter them into corners. I will make the remembrance of them to cease from among men. Were it not that I feared the wrath of the enemy, lest their adversaries should behave themselves strangely, and lest they should say, our hand is high. And the Lord hath not done all this, for they are a nation void of counsel, neither is there any understanding in them. Oh, that they were wise, that they understood this, that they would consider their latter. And how should one chase 1,000 and two put 10,000 to flight, except their rock had sowed them, and the Lord has shut them up? For their rock is not as our rock, even our enemies themselves being judged. For their vine is of the vine of Sodom, in the fields of Gomorrah. Their grapes are grapes of Gal, their clusters are bitter. Their wine is the poison of dragons, and the cruel venom of asps. Is not this laid up in store with me and sealed up among my treasury? To be belongeth vengeance and recompense their foot shall slide in due time, for the day of their calamity is at hand, and the things that shall come upon them make haste. For the Lord shall judge his people and repent himself for his servants when he sees that their power is gone, and there is none shut up or left. And he shall say, where are their gods, their rock, in whom they trusted? Which did eat the fat of their sacrifice, and drank the wine of their drink offering. Let them rise up and help you, and be your protection. See now that I am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. For I lift up my hand to heaven and say, I live forever. If I wet my glittering sword in mine hand, take hold on judgment, I will render vengeance to mine enemies, and will reward them that hate me. I will make mine arrows drunk with blood, and my sword shall devour flesh, that with the blood of the slain and of the captives, from the beginning of the revenge upon the enemies. Rejoice, O ye nation, with his people, for he will avenge the blood of his servants, and will render vengeance to his adversaries, and will be merciful unto his land and to his people. And Moses came and spoke all the words of this song, in the ears of the people, he and Hosea the son of Nun. And Moses made an end of speaking all these words to Israel. And he said unto them, set your hearts unto all the words which I testify among you this day, which ye shall command your children to observe to do all the words of his law. For it is not a vain thing for you, because it is your life, and through this thing ye shall prolong your days in a land, whether ye go over Jordan to possess it. And the Lord spoke unto Moses that self same day, saying, get thee up into the mountain, Abraham, unto Mount Nebo, which is in the land of Moab, that is over against Jericho, and behold the land of Canaan, which I give unto the children of Israel for a possession. And die in the mount whither thou goest up, and be gathered unto thy people, as Aaron thy brother died in Mount Hor, and was gathered unto his people, because ye trespass against me among the children of Israel at the waters of Meribah Kadesh, in the wilderness of Zin, because ye sacrifice me not in the midst of the children of Israel. Yet thou shalt see the land before thee, but thou shalt not go thither unto the land which I give the children of Israel. I am thirsty. Chapter 33. And this is the blessing wherewith Moses the man of God blesses the children of Israel before his death. And he said, the Lord came from Sinai and rose up from Seir unto them. He shined forth from Mount Paran, and he came with 10,000 of saints From his right hand went a fiery law from them. He loved the people. All his saints are in thy hand, and they sat down at thy feet. Every one shall receive of thy word. Moses commanded us a law, even the inheritance of the congregation of Jacob. And he was king in Jeshurun when the heads of the people in the tribes of Israel were gathered together. Hot. I have my AC down to 72. let let Reuben live and not die, and let not his men be few. And this is the blessing of Judah. And he said, Hear, Lord, the voice of Judah, and bring him unto his people. Let his hands be sufficient for him, and be thou in help to him from his enemies. And Levi, he said, Let thy Thummim and thy Urim be with thy Holy One, whom thou didst prove at Massah. It was whom thou didst strive at the waters of Meribah, who said unto his father and to his mother, I have not seen him, neither did he acknowledge his brethren, nor knew his own children, for they had observed thy word and kept thy covenant. They shall teach Jacob thy judgment, and Israel thy law. They shall put incense before thee, and the whole burnt sacrifice upon upon thine altar. Bless, Lord, his substance, and accept the work of his hands. Smite through the loins of them that rise against him, and of them that hate him, that they rise not again. And of Benjamin he said, The beloved of the Lord shall dwell and sanctify by him, and the Lord shall cover him all the day long, and he shall dwell between his shoulders. And of Joseph he said, Blessed of the Lord be his land, for the precious things of heaven, for the dead, for the dew, and for the deep, that causes beneath, and for the precious fruits brought forth by the sun, and for the precious thing put forth by the moon, and for the chief things of the ancient mountains, and for the precious things of the lasting hills, and for the precious things of the earth and fullness thereof, and for the good will of him that dwelt in the bush. Let the blessing come upon the head of Joseph, and upon the top of the head of him that was separated from his brethren. His glory is like the firstling of his bullock, and his horns are like the horns of unicorns. With them he shall push the people together to the end of the earth, and they are the 10,000 of Ephraim, and they are the thousands of Manasseh and Zebulun. He said, Rejoice, Zebulun, and thy going out in Issachar, in thy tents. They shall call the people unto the mountains. There they shall offer sacrifice of righteousness, for they shall suck of the abundance of the sea, and of treasures hid in the sand. And of Gad he said, Blessed be he that in Garz's Gad he dwelleth as a lion, and tears the arm with the crown of the head. And he provided the first part for himself, because there in a portion of the lawgiver was he seated, and he came with the head of the people. He executed the justice of the Lord, and his judgment was Israel. And of Dan he said, Dan is a lion's whelp, he shall leap from Bashan. And of Naphtali he said, O Naphtali, justified with favor, and full was the blessing of the Lord. Possessest thou the west and the south, and of Asher he said, Let Asher be blessed with children. Let him be acceptable to his brethren, and let him dip his foot in oil. Thy shoes shall be iron and brass, and as thy day, so shall thy straight be. There is none like unto the God of Jerusalem, who rideth upon the heaven in thy help, and his excellency on the sky. The eternal God is thy refuge, and underneath are the everlasting arms. And he shall thrust out the enemy from before thee, and shall say, Destroy them. Israel then shall dwell in safety alone. The fountain of Jacob shall be upon a land of corn and wine. Also his heaven shall drop down dew. Happy art thou, O Israel, who is like unto thee, O people, saved by the Lord, the shield of thy help, and who is the sword of thy excellently. Thy enemies shall be found liars unto thee. Thou shalt tread upon their high places. Chapter 34. And Moses went up from the plains of Moab unto the mountain of Nebo, to the top of Pisgah that is over against Jericho. And the Lord shewed him all the land of Galilee unto Dan, and all Naphtali, and the land of Ephraim, and Manasseh, and all the land of Judah unto the ultimost sea, in the south in the plain of the valley of Jericho, the city of palm trees unto Zoar. And the Lord said unto him, This is the land which I swore unto Abraham, unto Isaac, and unto Jacob, saying, I will give it unto thy seed. I have caused it unto thy seed. I have caused thee to see it with thine eyes, but thou shalt not go over thither. So Moses, the servant of the Lord, died there in the land of Moab, according to the word of the Lord. And he buried him in a valley in the land of Moab, over against Beth Peor. But no man knoweth of his sepulchre unto this day. And Moses was 120 years old when he died. His eyes was not dim, nor his national force abated. And the children of Israel wept for Moses in the plains of Moab 30 days. So the days of weeping and mourning for Moses were ended. And Joshua the son of Nun was full of the spirit of wisdom for Moses, and laid his hands upon him. And the children of Israel hearkened unto him, and did as the Lord commanded Moses. And there arose not a prophet since in Israel like unto Moses, whom the Lord knew face to face, in all the signs and in the wonders which the Lord sent him to do in the land of Egypt, to Pharaoh and to all his servants and to all his land, and all the and in all that mighty hand, and in all the great terror which Moses shewed in the sight of all Israel. All right. We're finished with Moses. We're doing the book of Joshua. Chapter 1. Now, after the death of Moses, the servant of the Lord, it came to pass that the Lord spoke unto Joshua, the son of Nun, Moses, minister, saying, Moses, my servant, is dead. Now therefore arise, go over this Jordan, thou and all this people, unto the land which I do give to them, even to the children of Israel. Every place that the sole of your foot shall tread upon, that have I given unto you, as I said unto Moses. From the wilderness and this Lebanon, even unto the great river, the river Euphrates, all the land of the Hittites, and unto the great sea toward going down of the sun, shall be your coast. There shall not any man be able to stand before thee all the days of thy life, as days of thy life, as I was with Moses, so I will be with thee. I will not fail thee, nor forsake thee. Be strong and of a good courage, for unto this people shalt thou divide for inheritance the land which I swore unto their fathers to give them. Only be thou strong and very courageous, that thou mayest observe to do according to all the law which Moses my servant commanded thee. Turn not from it to the right hand or to the left, that thou mayest prosper wheresoever thou goest. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein, for then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. What are they? I'll be right back. They mainly just wanted out. Back up. And then shalt have good success. Have not I commanded thee? Be strong and of good courage. Be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed, for the Lord thy God is with thee wheresoever thou goest. Then Joshua commanded the officers of the people, saying, Pass through the host, and command the people, saying, Prepare you victuals, for within 3 days ye shall pass over this Jordan to go to possess the land which the Lord your God giveth you to possess it. And to the Reubenites, to the Gadites, and to half the tribe of Manasseh spoke Joshua, saying, Remember the word which Moses, the servant of the Lord, commanded you, saying, The Lord your God has given you rest and has given you this land. Your wives, your little ones, and your cattle shall remain in the land which Moses gave you on this side Jordan, but ye shall pass before your brethren, armed, all the mighty men value, and help them unto the Lord, as giving your brethren rest as he has given you, and they also have possessed the land which the Lord your God giveth them. Then ye shall return unto the land of your possessions, and enjoy it which Moses, the Lord's servant, gave you on this side Jordan toward the sunrising. And they answered Joshua, saying, All that thou commandest us, Us, we will do, and whatsoever thou sendest us, we will go according as we hearkened unto Moses, and all the things so well we hearken unto thee. Only the Lord thy God be with thee, as he was with Moses. Whosoever he be that doth rebel against thy commandment, it will not hearken unto thy word. And all that commandest him, he shall be put to death. Only be strong and of a good courage. Oh, I'm sorry, Simba. Chapter 2. Once I finish chapter 2, I'm going to be right back and get another drink. You okay? And Joshua, the son of Nun, sent out of Shittim 2 men to spy secretly, saying, go view the land, even Jericho. And they went and came into an harlot's house named Rahab, and lodged there. And it was told the king of Jericho, saying, behold, there came men and hither to night of the children of Israel, to search out the country. And the king of Jericho sent unto Rahab, saying, bring forth the men that are come to thee, which are entered into thine house, for they be come to search out all the country. And the women took the 2 men and hid them, and said, thus there came men unto me, but I wist not whence they were. And it came to pass about the time of shutting of the gate, when it was dark, that the men went out. Whither the men went, I wot not, pursue after them quickly, for ye shall overtake them. But she had brought them up to the roof of the house, and hid them with the stalks of flax, which she had laid in order upon the roof. And the men pursued after them the way to Jordan unto the fords, and as soon as they which pursued after them were gone out, they shut the gate, and before they were laid. Down she came up unto them upon the roof. And she said unto the men, I know that the Lord has given you the land, that your terror is fallen upon us, and that all the inhabitants of the land faint because of you. For we have heard how the Lord dried up the water of the Red Sea for you when ye came out of Egypt, and what ye did unto the 2 kings of the Amorites that were on the other side of Jordan, Sihon and Og, whom ye utterly destroyed. And as soon as we had heard these things, our hearts did melt, neither did there remain any more courage in any man because of you. For the Lord your God, he is God in heaven above and earth beneath. Now therefore I pray you, swear unto me by the Lord, since I have shewed you kindness, that ye will also shew kindness unto my father's house, and give me a true token, and that ye will save alive my father and my mother and my brethren and my sisters, and all that they have delivered our lives from death. And the men answered her, our life for yours, if ye utter not this our business. And it shall be, when the Lord hath given us the land, that we will deal kindly and truly with thee. Then she let them down by a cord through the window, for her house was upon the town wall. She dwelt upon the wall, and she said unto them, get you to the mountain, lest the pursuers meet you, and hide yourself there 3 days, until the pursuers be returned, and afterwards may ye go your way. And the man said unto her, we will be blameless of this thine oaths which thou hast made us swear. Behold, when we come into the land, thou shalt bind this line of scarlet thread in the window, which thou didst let us down by, and thou shalt bring thy father and thy mother, and thy brethren, and all thy father's household home unto thee. Behold, when we come into the land, thou shalt bind this line of scarlet thread in the window, which thou didst let us down by, and thou shalt bring thy father and thy mother and thy brethren and all thy father's household home unto thee. And it shall be that whosoever shall go out of the doors of thy house into the streets, his blood shall be upon his head, and we will be guiltless. And whosoever shall be with thee in the house, his blood shall be on our head, if any hand be upon him. If thou utter this our business, then we will be quiet. We will be quick of thine oath which thou hast made us to swear. And she said, according unto your words, so be it. And she sent them away, and they departed, and she bound the scarlet line in the window. And they went and came unto the mountain, and abode there 3 days until the pursuers were returned. And the pursuers sought them throughout all the way, but found them not. So the two men returned and descended from the mountains and passed over, came to Joshua the son of Nun, and told him all things that befell them. And they said unto Joshua, surely the Lord has delivered into our hands all the lands, for even all the inhabitants of the country do faint because of us. All right, we'll be doing chapter 3. I'll be right back. I gotta go get a drink. Chapter 3. And Joshua arose early in the morning, and they removed from Shittim and came to Jordan. And he and all the children of Israel and lodged there before they passed over. And it came to pass after 3 days that the officers went through the host, and they commanded the people, saying, When ye see the ark of the covenant of the Lord your God, and the priests the Levites bearing it, then ye shall remove from your place and go after it. Yet there shall be a space between you and it about 2,000 cubits by measure. Come not near unto it, that ye may know the way by which ye must go, for ye have not passed this way heretofore. And Joshua said unto the people, Sanctify yourselves, for tomorrow the Lord will do wonders among you. And Joshua spoke unto the priests, saying, Take up the ark of the covenant, and pass over before the people. And they took up the ark of the covenant, and went before the people. And the Lord said unto Joshua, This day will I begin to magnify thee in the sight of all Israel, that they may know that as I was with Moses, so I will be with thee. And thou shalt command the priests that bear the ark of the covenant, saying, when ye are come to the brink of water of Jordan, ye shall stand still in Jordan. And Joshua said unto the children of Israel, come hither and hear the word of your Lord your God. And Joshua said, hereby ye shall know that the living God is among you, and that he will without fail drive out before you the Canaanites, and the Hittites, and the Hivites, and the Perizzites, and the Gershahites, and the Amorites, and the Jebusites. Behold, the ark of the covenant of the Lord of all the earth passes over before you into Jordan. Now therefore take you 12 men out of the tribes of Israel, out of every tribe a man. It shall come to pass as soon as the soles of the feet of the priests that bear the ark of the Lord of all the earth, shall rest in the waters of Jordan, that the waters of Jordan shall be cut off from the waters that come down from above, and they shall stand upon an heap. And it came to pass when the people removed from their tents to pass over Jordan, and the priests bearing the ark of the covenant before the people, uh, they shall stand upon an heap. And it came to pass when the people removed from their tents, passed over Jordan, and the priests bearing the ark of the covenant before the people, as they that bare the ark were come unto Jordan, and the feet of the priests that bare the ark were dipped in the brim of the water, for Jordan overfloweth all his banks all the time of harvest. Now the water which came down from above stood and rose up upon an heap very far from the city Sodom, that is besides Zartan. Those that came down toward the sea of the plain, even the salt sea failed and were cut off, and the people passed over right against Jericho. And the priests that bear the ark of the covenant and the priests that bear the ark of the covenant of the Lord stood firm on dry ground in the midst of Jordan. All the Israelites passed over on dry ground until all the people were passed clean over Jordan. And that, all right. Chapter 4. And it came to pass when all the people were clean passed over Jordan, that the Lord spoke unto Joshua, saying, take you 12 men out of the people of every tribe a man, and command ye them, saying, take your tents out of the midst of Jordan, out of the place where the priest's feet stood. Burn 12 stones, and ye shall carry them over with you, and leave them in the lodging place where ye shall lodge this night. Then Joshua called the 12 men whom he had prepared of the children of Israel out of every tribe a man. And Joshua said unto them, pass over before the ark of the Lord your God into the midst of Jordan, and take you up every man of you a stone upon his shoulder, according unto the number of the tribes of children of Israel, that this may be a sign among you, that when your children ask their father in time to come, saying, What mean ye by these stones? Then ye shall answer them, that the waters of Jordan were cut off before the ark of the covenant of the Lord when it passed over Jordan. The waters of Jordan were cut off, and these stones shall be for a memorial unto the children of Israel forever. And the children of Israel did as Joshua commanded, and took up 12 stones out of the midst of Jordan, as the Lord spoke unto Joshua, according to the number of the tribes of the children of Israel, and carried them over with them unto the place where they lodged, and laid them down there. And Joshua set up 12 stones in the midst of Jordan, and the place where the feet of the priests which bear the ark of the covenant stood, and they are there unto this day. For the priests which bear the ark stood the midst of Jordan until everything was finished that the Lord commanded Joshua to speak unto the people according to all the Moses commandments. Joshua and the people hasted and passed over. And it came to pass, when all the people were clean passed over, that the ark of the Lord passed over, and the priests in the presence of the people, and the children of Reuben, and the children of Gad, half the tribe of Manasseh passed over armed before the children of Israel, as Moses spoke unto them. About 40,000 prepared for war passed over before the Lord unto battle to the plains of Jericho. And on that day the Lord magnified Joshua in the sight of all Israel, and they feared him as they feared Moses all the days of his life. Then the Lord spoke unto Joshua, saying, Command the priests that bear the ark of the testimony, that they come up out of Jordan. Joshua therefore commanded the priests, saying, Come ye up out of Jordan. And it came to pass, when the priests that bear ark of the covenant of the Lord were come up out of the midst of Jordan, and the soles of the priests' feet were lifted up onto the dry land, that the waters of Jordan returned unto their place, and flowed over all his banks, as they did before. And the people came up out of Jordan on the 10th day of the first month, and camped in Gilgal, in the east border of Jericho. And those 12 stones which they took out of Jordan did Joshua pitch in Gilgal. And he spoke unto the children of Israel, saying, When your children shall ask their fathers in time to come, saying, What mean these stones? Then ye shall let your children know, saying, Israel came over this Jordan on dry land, for the Lord your God dried up the waters of Jordan from before you until ye were passed over, as the Lord your God did to the Red Sea, which he dried up from before us until we were gone over, that all the people of the earth might know the hand of the Lord that is mighty, that ye might fear the Lord your God forever. I don't know if I showed it on my stream, but I did get this. The Virgin Mary and God. I did get it to pray to, which technically you don't worship the pictures or anything. You pray to God, and you basically like you bow, uh you get on your hands and knees, like you get on your knees and your knuckles. We're the original ones that did that. That's original praying for Christianity. We do bow, but we don't worship the picture at all. We're basically showing respect to God and praying to God only, not the pictures. But that's what Orthodox people do, like me. Chapter 5. And it and it came to pass when all the kings of the Amorites, which were on the side of Jordan westward, and all the kings of the Canaanites, which were by the sea, heard that the Lord had dried up the waters of Jordan from before the children of Israel until we were passed over, that their heart melted, neither was their spirit in them any more because of the children of Israel. At that time the Lord said unto Joshua, make these sharp knives, and circumcise again the children of Israel the second time. And Joshua made him sharp knives, and circumcised the children of Israel at the hill of the foreskins. I mean, and this is the cause why Joshua did circumcise all the people that came out of Egypt, that were males, even all the men of war died in the wilderness by the way after they came out of Egypt. Now all the people that came out were circumcised, but all the people that were born in wilderness by the way as they came forth out of Egypt, them they had not circumcised. For the children of Israel walked 40 years in the wilderness, till all the people that were men of war which came out of Egypt were circumcised, because they obeyed not the voice of the Lord, unto whom the Lord swore that he would not shew them the land which the Lord swore unto the fathers that he would give us, a land that flows with milk and honey. And their children whom he raised up, their steed, them Joshua circumcised, for they were uncircumcised, because they had not circumcised them by the way. And it came to pass, when they had done circumcising all the people, that they abode in their place in the camp till they were whole. And the Lord said unto Joshua, this day have I rolled away the reproach of Egypt from off you. Therefore the name of the place is called Gilgal unto this day. The children of Israel encamped in Gilgal, and kept the Passover on the 14th day of the month, at even at even in the plains of Jericho. And they did eat of the old corn of the land on the morrow, after the Passover, unleavened cake and parched corn, and the selfsame day. And the manna ceased on the morrow, after they had eaten of the corn of the land. Neither had the children of Israel manna any more, but they did eat of the fruit of the land of the Canaan that year. It came to pass, when Joshua was by Jericho, that he lifted up his eyes and looked, and behold, there stood a man over against him with his sword drawn in his hand. And Joshua went unto him and said unto him, art thou for us, or for our adversaries? And he said, nay, but as captain of the hosts of the Lord am I now come. And Joshua fell on his face to the earth, and did worship, and said unto him, what says my Lord unto his servants? Then the captain of the Lord's host said unto Joshua, loose thy shoes from off thy foot, for the place whereon thou standest is holy. And Joshua did so. There is one game I would not be streaming no more. It is Fortnite. I did get the battle pass, but I'm once I complete the battle pass, I'm completely finished with Fortnite. I'm uninstalling it. Um, I'm just not going to play that game really no more. Chapter 6. Now Jericho was greatly shut up because of the children of Israel. None went out and none came in. And the Lord said unto Joshua, See, I have given into thine hand Jericho and the king thereof, and a mighty man value, and ye shall compass the city, all ye men of war, and go around about the city once thus shalt thou do 6 days. And the 7 priests shall bear before the ark 7 trumpets of ram's horns, and the 7th day ye shall compass the city 7 times, and the priest shall blow with his trumpets. And it shall come to pass that when they make a long blast with the ram horn, and when ye hear the sound of the trumpet, all the people shall shout with a great shout, and the wall of the city shall fall down flat, and the people shall ascend up every man straight before him. And Joshua the son of Nun called the priests and said unto them, Take up the ark of the covenant, and let 7 priests bear 7 trumpets of ram horns before the ark of the Lord. And he said unto the people, Pass on and compass the city, and let him that is armed pass on before the ark of the Lord. And it came to pass when Joshua had spoken unto the people that the 7 priests, bearing the 7 trumpets of ram's horns, passed before the Lord and blew with the trumpets, and the ark of the covenant of the Lord followed them. And the armed men went before the priests that blew with trumpets, and the herald came after the ark, the priests going on and blowing with the trumpets. And Joshua had commanded the people, saying, Ye shall not shout nor make any noise with your voice, neither shall any word proceed out of your mouth. Until the day I bid you shout, then shall ye shout. So the ark of the Lord compassed the city, going about it. Once they came into the camp and lodged in the camp, and Joshua rose early in the morning, and the priests took up the ark of the Lord, 7 priests bearing 7 trumpets of rams, horns before the ark of the Lord, went on constantly and blew with the trumpets, and the armed men went before them. But the rewarded came after the ark of the Lord, the priests going on and blowing with trumpets. And the 2nd day they compassed the city once and returned into the camp. So they did 6 days. And it came to pass on the 7th day that they rose early about the dawning of the day and compassed the city after the same manner 7 times. Only on that day they compassed the city 7 times. And it came to pass at that 7th time, when the priests blew with the trumpets, Joshua said unto the people, Shout, for the Lord has given you the city. And the city shall be accursed, even it has, and all that therein to the Lord only. For a habit the harlot shall live, she and all that are with her in the house, because she hid the messengers that we sent. And ye in any wise keep yourselves from the cursed things, lest ye make yourselves according when ye take of the cursed things that make the camp of Israel a curse, and trouble it. But all the silver and gold and vessels of brass, iron are consecrated unto the Lord. They shall come into the treasury of the Lord. So the people shouted when the priest blew with the trumpets, and it came to pass when the people heard sounds of the trumpet, and the people shouted with a great shout, that the wall will fall down flat, so that the people went up into the city, every man straight before him, and they took the city. And they utterly destroyed all that was in the city, both man and women, young and old, and ox and sheep and ass with the edge of the sword. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Jews killing people. Not surprised. And they utterly destroyed all that was in the city, both man and... We already said that. But Joshua had said unto the two men that had spied out the country, Go into the harlot's house, and bring out thence the women, and all that she has as he swore unto her. And the young men that were spies went in and brought out Rahab and her father and her mother and her brethren and all that she had. And they brought out all her kindred and left them without the camp of Israel. And they burnt the city with fire and all that was therein. Only the silver and gold and the vessels of brass and iron they put into the treasury of the house of the Lord. And Joshua saved Rahab the harlot alive, her father's household, and all she had, and she dwelleth in Israel, even unto this day, because she hid the messengers which Joshua sent to spy out Jericho. And Joshua adjured them at that time, saying, Cursed be the man before the Lord that riseth up and buildeth the city Jericho. He shall lay the foundations thereof, and his firstborn and his youngest son shall he set up the gates of. So the Lord was Joshua, and his fame was noised throughout all the country. All right. I'm going to be calling it here. I hit my 1 hour mark. The reason why I'm not doing Fortnite no more is they're removing stuff. It's nothing is surprising no more. Everything is same. Like, we already know they're gonna be dropping bundles and everything of TV shows, cartoons, music artists, celebrities. It's just boring. It's not fun no more. But I hope everyone have a great day, a great night. I'll see y'all next time.
When I get where I'm going, on the far side of the sky, the first thing that I'm gonna do is spread my wings and fly. I'm gonna land beside a lion and run my fingers through his mane, or I might